Hi, everybody. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the $10 trillion industry, the new industry that's basically uh, is in the process of being made. This is because EV, electrical vehicles, autonomous driving, it's changing the world. Why is it changing? Right? Some of the things that, some of the stocks that are involved with it, obviously Tesla is one. There's the Apple car. Amazon has spent billions and billions of dollars on electric vehicles. Um, Google has spent billions of dollars in electric vehicles. Sony has spent a lot of money on electric vehicles, and there's many others that have done that. There's I don't know if you know this, but there's over 400 different companies just in China working on electrical vehicles. So we know, what do we invest in? Obviously, we want to invest in a company or in companies that are changing this world, because there is a tipping point. There's a dominoes effect as the price of as the price of the kilowatt hours drops to $100 from 200. That's going to be the tipping point where it's going to be cheaper to own electric vehicles and autonomous vehicles than it is going to be to own internal combustion engine ICE vehicles, right? So we're very close. So no, it's not the future. It's here, guys. It's here. Everybody's everybody that's using it, they know it's here. Those of you that don't know, there's dozens of cities in the world that currently are on autonomous taxi networks, where driverless cars picks people up, takes them to wherever they need to go, and that's it. What is that? What is that domino effect? Gets rid of all that excessive parking spots that people need. In most cases, a lot of these cities, you need to have 1/3 extra real estate just to accommodate for that. What does that mean? More parks, bigger sidewalks, more bike lanes, less expenses. What are you gonna do with your garage, right? Do you put more living spaces there? It's just everything is gonna be domino affected. Anything that's not gonna adapt and change, any company that will, whether it's the old economy that doesn't adapt and change, they will go bankrupt. Just like what Netflix did to Blockbuster, right? That's what's going to happen to this industry. So, let's talk about safety. A lot of people know that electric vehicles are a lot more safer. The autonomous drivers are a lot more safer than humans. 98% of all accidents are caused by human error, right? That's gone away. I know there's going to be some accidents, and I know there's a few that's happened previously, but it's very far and in between. So overall, if once everything is implemented, what happens to the hospitals? There's 4 million serious injuries every single year in the United States, 50 million serious injuries in the entire world, right? There's 4 million people in the United States that basically get seriously injured. What happens to all those hospitals, right? That's going to change. So what happens to the oil industry, right? Oil industry is expected to go below $25 per barrel. So I would stay away from oil stocks. No, it's not going to take decades. It's going to be a few years. A few years is going to be the tipping point where everything is about to change. So stay away from anything that has to do with the old economy. What happens to Pep Boys? What happens to all these mechanic shops? What happens to all these AutoZone? Whatever. All those companies are out because as you guys know, EVs don't need any servicing. Very little servicing. You're able to drive the EVs, 500,000 miles to 1 million miles without it breaking. Very little maintenance. Where internal combustion engines need a lot of servicing, and maximum you can hold those cars for is up to maybe 200,000 miles, if that, right? So everything that has to do with that industry is gone. It's in the verge of being disrupted. So this is what the disruptive industry does. It comes in and destroys everything that's previously done. Just like what happened to the horse when the car came out, right? People still own some horses, but I mean, just for fun, right? And that's what's going to happen. Those of you that like electric cars, that you want to drive once a week, whatever, you could still obviously have that, but majority of the people will be jumping on this wagon and saving, $15,000 a year on transportation fees. That's the second biggest expense for after a house is your car. So that's going to change. What else do you think is going to change? What do you think? Again, all these big companies that we've been talking about, the Amazon and Apple and Tesla and Google and Sony, all these companies are involved heavily into electric cars and autonomous driving. Those are the stocks that I want to stick with. And any company, any of the smaller companies that actually contribute to making a product to make the electric industry and the autonomous industry in a better thing, those are the companies we want to stick with, because those are the ones that's changing. Okay, so what's your thought? Like and subscribe, guys. I don't make a penny off of this, so I'm just doing this because I want everybody to prosper and make money off of the big changes that's about to happen in our world. So I hope you liked it. Give me some comments. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.